In Part 3, we learn more about using context clues to predict meanings of unknown words or phrases. One of the strategies I look forward to implementing in my future classroom is the context chart. The context chart is a useful strategy in which students will break down a given word in context using the sentence, trying to predict the meaning of the word, using the word part to predict the meaning, using a dictionary discussion to understand the meaning of the word, and then trying to figure out an example of the word and using a mental image to remember the word meaning. This context clue can be used in elementary and middle grades and secondary mathematics, and it can be used in order to help students organize their thoughts about a word in context. I also really like the contextual redefinition because that gives an opportunity for students to understand how important context is into understanding words, because it's a lot more difficult to understand words in isolation because there's nothing to give you aid to understand the unfamiliar word. And also, this is very similar to previewing context, because in previewing context, it's a useful way for teachers to introduce students to vocabulary before they get to read the text. So that way they're already trying to understand it and figure it out, and then they find it in the text and see where the definitions really come to life in context, and they get to use the words around it to really understand what that definition of the word is. So I believe that this section of the module is very important because context, whether it's in mathematical text, reading text, social studies, or science, any subject area, it's really important to be able to use your context and the surrounding words of an unfamiliar word to figure out the word meaning.